What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. NBA DFS video. It is Sunday. It is March 30th. We are back. The final Sunday of March. Cannot wait. I am ready to rock and roll. If you've never been to the channel before, you will have missed a ton, but you are hopefully in for a treat. So what we do in this video, we go through the games. We look at all of them. Anytime there's at least 5 games on the slate, we give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. On top of that, we try to have giveaways every single video, and here's how to win. You got to like this video, you got to be a subscriber to the channel, and you got to leave a comment. If you do all of that and this video gets at least 50 likes, you will have a chance to win a free week of FTA+. Now, normally it's 50 likes by tip-off. If this video gets at least 100 likes, you'll have a chance at a free month, 150 likes, a free year, 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a $500 lifetime pass. Now, that includes all sports, not just NBA. So current sports in season, MLB, NASCAR, NBA, PGA, and MMA. We did not get 50 likes in yesterday's video, so we have no giveaway for this video. But you guys have been killing it for the MLB. I'm going to link today's MLB video at the end of this video, and hopefully one of you brings home the bacon there. We still have the usually $199 yearly pass. Today's the last day only. If you email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, email me, and we can give it to you for $75. After today, it'll go up to $199. So that being said, we are going to go through the plays. We've got 5 games on DraftKings. I think we got 6 games on FanDuel, or 6 games on DraftKings, 7 on FanDuel. Whatever it is, they can never be the same. So what we're going to do is, we've already done 10,000 simulations in the background. We are going to give you the plays through there. Now, what I usually tell everyone, we do 20,000 a day. I usually tell everyone about an hour before tip-off, come check out the updated simulations and everything under the NBA tab right there, and check that out. And also, completely free Discord down below, along with the article for today. And the free Discord, we give you free core plays, and we give you some value plays as well. So that being said, let's take a look at the current odds for all of these games via Vegas odds. So we got the Knicks at the Trailblazers. Knicks are at 8.5-point favorite, 220.5 over under. You got Spurs versus Golden State. Golden State's a 12.5-point favorite. So this one scares me a little bit, because anytime there's a double-digit deficit on one side, it scares me that some of the players might sit. So pay attention there. It's got a 232.5 over under. Bucks at the Hawks. Bucks are only a 4.5-point favorite. Giannis is back. I don't know if he's 100% healthy. 236.5 over under. Pelicans at Hornets. Pelicans are a 3.5-point favorite, 212.5 over under. Timberwolves at Pistons. Timberwolves are a 7.5-point favorite, 225.5 over under. Sixers versus Raptors. Raptors are 3.5-point favorite right now, 224.5 over under. And then the Suns at the Rockets. The Rockets are only a 1.5-point favorite, so it could be a close game, 224.5 over under. So that being said, we're going to go position by position. We're going to give you early projections. Now, these are early through 10,000 simulations. A lot of value is going to open up throughout the day. That's just where we're at in the NBA season. So some of these might change. And then at the end of the video, we are going to build you a DraftKings lineup and a FanDuel tournament lineup. So stick around, buckle up, subscribe if you have not. Let's go. So looking at the point guard position, Trae Young is questionable. I think he's I think it's moved to probable, though. Yeah. So it's moved to probable. And looking at his game logs, 30-plus minutes is what we're getting. I mean, he's coming off 55.5. He's got a great matchup. 24th DVP against Milwaukee. Would love him if Giannis was out, but I think Giannis is also probable. 46 to 52 fantasy points is what we're looking at. Steph Curry, 19th DVP, about 43 to 45. Scotty Barnes against Philly, not the best matchup, 9th DVP, but we're looking right around 40 fantasy points. And then when I talk mid-tier picks, I'm looking 8K or below on DraftKings, and then value picks, I'm looking right around 5K or below. So we're going to do all that, and then we're going to give you like the top 5 or 10 value picks for the day through 10,000 simulations. They can change. Value changes all day, especially this part of the season. Mid-tier, looking here, Dyson Daniels against Milwaukee, 24th DVP, about 36 to 40. Amon Thompson, we're looking about 36 fantasy points. He's got 21st DVP against Phoenix. We've got Jose Alvarado against Charlotte, 23rd DVP, right around 32 to 35. So Alvarado actually makes a ton of sense in that 5.5K mark on DraftKings. And then we come down. So like I said, you can see all these people already ruled out, but we are looking for the value. So right around 5K or below is normally what I look at. So I'm looking at, he is questionable, but Jordan Hawkins, if he's is he probable? Questionable to start the last 2 games, in danger of missing. He might miss. Again, this will update throughout the day. Projected currently 22 to 25 fantasy points with 23rd DVP. Jamal Sheed, 9th DVP, about 22 to 25. Colin Gillespie, 20 to 24 fantasy points going up against Houston if he gets the minutes, 25th DVP. And when I talk about that, value picks and bench players need about 20 minutes to make it worthwhile, unless they're getting, 2 fantasy points per minute, kind of average. Game log, 26 minutes against Minnesota. Got blown out, only played 16 minutes. Close game played 22. Close game played 24-26. So if it's a blowout, Colin Gillespie might sit. If the game stays close, which they think it will, I mean, he's coming off 48.25 at 3,900. Obviously, that's 12 times value or more. Not very good at math. Colin Gillespie could make a lot of sense today. A very cheap option to make a lot of sense. So shooting guard, we move to the shooting guard position. Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards at the top. We've got him right around 44 to 48 fantasy points. Not the best matchup for him, though. 3rd DVP overall. Devin Booker against Houston, 25th DVP, 42 to 45. I love that. Great DVP matchup there. Quentin Grimes against Toronto, 16th DVP, about 39 to 42. Mid-tier, I'm looking, depending, but Jalen Green right around 38 to 40. RJ Barrett about 37 to 40. And Steven Castle against Golden State, 8th DVP, right around 32 to 35 fantasy point range. Then we get in this area right here. Got to dodge all the questionable or people that are out. Devin Vassell about 31 to 34. Malik Beasley about 30 fantasy points. And Brandon Podziemski right around 30 to 34. Now, again, Podziemski's more so if Steph is out or limited. I don't know if I trust Podziemski enough if he is not. And then value-wise down here, under 5K, excuse me, we've got Gary Trent Jr., or Bruce Brown, about 27 to 30. Gary Trent Jr. against Atlanta, 25th DVP, so a fantastic matchup for him, about 25 to 28. And then Nick Smith Jr., about 22 to 25 fantasy points. So looking at the small forward position, Zion out, shocker. Tariq Eason already ruled out. Kelly Oubre Jr. already ruled out. So you've got all these guys already ruled out, so we could bump it up a little bit. So we got Jimmy Butler at the top now. 27th DVP, a fantastic matchup for him. 39 to 42 fantasy points. Going up against San Antonio. I'm very curious as he faced him once this year, only got 26.3. Didn't do too much, played 28 minutes. That's the only thing that kind of scares me. But when he played San Antonio, was he on Miami? I mean, it probably was one of these, but it says at Miami, so it doesn't show. I don't think he was really giving his all in Miami, so I think those numbers are a little bit skewed. That's my assumption, my observation. So we'll go with that anyway. But then it drops down considerably for like mid-tier picks. So mid-tier, Malik Beasley, about 30 fantasy points. Justin Edwards, about 30. Kyle Kuzma, about 29 to 32. And then finding some value here, it drops as well. But we're looking right around Karis LeVert, about 23 to 25. Jamison Battle, about 21 to 24. And Ryan Dunn, about 21 to 24 as well. But Ryan Dunn has the worst matchup of all small forwards against the first DVP. So that's what scares me here. Some of these matchups. And then again, if the game gets out of hand and then the second string or third string come in and play, obviously the DVP changes up a little bit. Just kind of where we're at. So Giannis is questionable, but I believe he is probable. Yes, he is probable. My problem with the probable is he obviously missed. He's been okay. Coming off 50 fantasy points at 11.9 at 12,000. My problem is when you pay that much up, you need 7 to 8 times value, which is damn near 90 fantasy points. Now, he can get that. He has not hit the value that we've needed the past few games. We need like a 70, up 65, 70 is what we're looking at. 72 against Utah. Splits-wise against Atlanta, he's played them 3 times this year. He's averaged 62.9, which would be good. I would take that. If he could get that, I would take that. He has averaged 29 points per game against them. He's averaged a double-double against them this year, rebounds and points. So if you want to bet a double-double, I'm okay with that as well. But again, current projections, he's 26 DVP against Atlanta, 60 to 65, which I will take. So I'm all in on him. Hopefully he stays in the game. Hopefully he doesn't aggravate whatever injury he may have this time. Miles Bridges going up if you want to save almost 3,000. Miles Bridges against New Orleans, 30th DVP. We're looking at about 42 to 45. Kevin Durant, about 41 to 44 fantasy points. Move down, and you can see it's just a drastic drop-off here. Julius Randle, about 35 fantasy points. Draymond Green, right around 32 to 35. And Kelly Olynyk against Charlotte. He is questionable, 20th DVP, right around 30 fantasy points. Then come down here for value. Right around in this area, depending on how far down you want to go. I'm looking at Jabari Smith Jr., 24th DVP for him, about 24 to 28, but he's got to get those minutes. We got Jonathan Mogbo against Philly, 28th DVP, 23 to 25. And then Carlo Matkovic up against Charlotte, 20th DVP, 22 to 25. So my only problem with Matkovic is the minutes. So 20 minutes is what we're looking at, coming off 20 fantasy points, 1 fantasy point per minute, a little bit more than that. That's good. We like that. But the only problem is Jeremiah Robinson Earl has also been splitting minutes in those games right about the same, so stealing some of those minutes and getting kind of the same. And at 3,300, you're going to save 700. You're going to get that value. So anywhere between Matkovic or JRE, I am okay with either of them. You're going to obviously save money with JRE here, and then you'll be able to pay up at other positions. You have that 700 to go with, especially if you don't pay with Giannis and you go with like a Miles Bridges. I think that might be the play if you want to get a little bit contrarian of what other people will do. Then we look at the center position. I forgot to mention, I already broke down the entire MLB slate for Sunday. So depending on when you watch this video, it will be linked at the end of the video. Check it out. You guys are absolutely killing it. The YouTube algorithm is loving us right now, which I love. The longer the video, the longer you guys watch it, the better the algorithm. On top of that, we've been on the front page of Google. If you guys could all pause the video and just go to Google on a private browser, type MLB DFS 33025, look for our video and look for the article. Click on both of those just to help out the algorithm. That would be awesome. And then do that on non-private browser. That would help the channel out as well. That you guys have invigorated me, you guys have motivated me, and you guys have made making these videos great again. You've made it great. I was getting kind of, getting 100, 200 views is okay, but you guys have motivated me so much. I am very excited. I'm very excited to make these videos again, but I digress. Let's move on to the center position. We got Alperen Sengun at the top. If that's not how you say his name, let me know how you say his name. People have tried. That's how I listen. Google Translate told me that. Phoenix, 22nd DVP, right around 47 to 52. A great matchup there, especially if you don't want to pay up for Giannis. We've got Onyeka Okongwu against Milwaukee, 11th DVP, 36 to 40. Jalen Duren, about 36 to 40 as well. Move down the list a little bit. I'm looking at Brook Lopez, about 32 fantasy points. Rudy Gobert, right around 32 as well. And Naz Reid, right around 29 to 32. And then if you are one that pays for value, now some value is going to open up throughout the day. But early value showing, Orlando Robinson, 27 fantasy points. Yves Missy, right around 27. And then Yusuf Nurkic against New Orleans, 26 DVP, 25 to 30 fantasy points at 3,800 would be perfect. So if we're looking at Nurkic, if the game stays close, game log wise, playing 17 to 20 minutes is what we're looking at. 19 to 20 is okay. Splits wise, he's not faced New Orleans this year. I usually don't pay down at center unless something pops up throughout the day. So there you have it. Those are just some of the simulations and some of the projections. If you want to see all of them, that's under the NBA tab, under simulations, bets allowed. You've got fantasy points, projections for both FanDuel, DraftKings, and our NBA DFS cheat sheet. On top of that, today we have MLB, which I've already covered. We have NBA, which we just covered in this video. And we also have NASCAR. So if you have not gotten into our NASCAR content, make sure you give it a check. Have fun with it. We've got a bacon station for all of your research. We got a cheat sheet that includes I'll show you last week's cheat sheet. Let's do it that way. It is the Cookout 400 this week. You guys are all invited to the Cookout. You just got to go check out fantasyteamadvisors.com. That's what you got to do. So, that being said, let it load. Now, I don't know how to make this embedded. So this is just Excel right now. I don't know how to make it better and embedded because there's just so much going on. That's kind of what I'd look at. I think maybe there is a way that I could make this. And if that's the case, I will embed it for you guys. It just wouldn't be color coordinated. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely let me know. The only problem is with it being a cheat sheet, I have optimal lineups there. So the optimal lineups might need to be their own embedded page as well, which I can do that. It's kind of easier when it's all in one. I have found out in the past, but it just depends on what you guys are up for. So what it is we love to bring home the bacon here. We've got the drivers, their team, their manufacturer, DraftKings and FanDuel salaries, starting position, which you get more money with place differential and stuff on DraftKings. You get more points when they go up the field. The fantasy point projections, the ownership, and then our bacon rating. So that's for NASCAR. We've got lineups here. Now, again, the way NASCAR is, you take one little wreck, it's game over. So what are other things you guys would like to see in this? So we've got the lineups, we've got historical data throughout, whether or not they got a top 6 or top 5 on both DraftKings and FanDuel, all the way down. It's there. If you guys have questions about it, I'm always up for suggestions of how to make the website better for you guys. So whether or not you want to email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, you want to hit us up on our free Discord, which the link is down below, let me know what you guys would like to see. So that's our NASCAR. That is today. We are going to build you now a DraftKings lineup and a FanDuel lineup. We are going to build, now these are tournament lineups. Or no, we're going to give you value, aren't we? We're going to give you the top value plays. And this is early. I get that. This is very early. And it depends on when you watch this video. Some of these value plays probably have changed since then because we're waiting on a ton of news is going to roll between now and 5 p.m. Central to show you guys value. But at the moment, the top value pick is Yusuf Nurkic, over 8 times value right now. Musa Diaby at the same game is number 2. Elfrid Payton is number 3. 4 is Yves Missy. 5 is Ryan Rollins. 6, Tijane Solon. I don't know how you say his name. 7 is Miles Bridges. 8, Mike Conley. 9, KJ Simpson. And number 10 right now at 9:20 in the morning is Royce O'Neal versus Houston. So those are your top 10 current biggest value through 10,000 simulations. So about an hour before tip-off, I'll do the last 10,000 for a total of 20,000 simulations, and it'll show you all updated projections, all updated simulations, all on the website for you. So hopefully it is ready to rock and roll for you. So again, $10 for the week, $30 for a month for FTA Plus. That's all sports. That's $1 a day, or $199 for a year. But today is the last day to get it for $75. Just email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. So that being said, we are going to build you a tournament lineup. Now these have a lot of the value picks right now because we're paying up at other positions. So that being said, it can and will change throughout the day. That's why I tell you, come back multiple times. Watch these videos multiple times. If you watch this video and you want to play it in the background in a different tab, as long as it plays, the play time helps the algorithm, and you guys have absolutely killed it. So I'm going to have a giveaway at a certain point. When we hit 12,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm going to make a giveaway video for a lifetime pass. So we were struggling to get over 10,000 last year, and you guys are skyrocketing us up. I would love to get 20,000. That would be amazing. So KJ Simpson all the way down to Missy. That is a DraftKings tournament lineup. And then FanDuel already built it for you. Same thing. KJ Simpson all the way down to Missy. Paid up for Antetokounmpo today. Paid up for Miles Bridges. Like, I feel really good with these. Things will change. Like, Giannis could be game time decision, probable all day. Goes through shoot around. Then they sit him for no reason at all. that happens. But yeah, that's what I've got in the video. If you haven't checked out everything else on the website, go check out everything else, fantasyteamadvisors.com. We've got you covered for every sport that you want. We don't have League of Legends. We don't have like Call of Duty and stuff like that. I can't play those in my state, so like I can't even like get a feel for how they work, which is annoying. But yeah, we've got all of that. We've got sports betting for you. Today we've got MLB, NBA, and NASCAR. Get ready. Let's rock and roll. Let's have a great day. I will link right here the MLB video. Good luck, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.